Dragonknight. The purpose of this build is for group play. It's not really designed for solo play. Looking at the stats, we have about 37,000 health, pretty high magicka, about 29,000, 14,000 stamina, almost 15,000. The recovery is pretty low, but with really high stats like that, high stat pools, you'll get a lot of resources back from your ultimates. When with Engine Guardian proccing, you'll get a lot of resources back from that. So resource management is not too crazy with this build. It's not you're not going to recover a lot, but you will be able to sustain as long as you time your abilities right. So if you're wondering how I get my stats, how I do this, what gear I use, well, I'm going with 2-piece Engine Guardian. So it's not the highest level right now. It's Veteran 12 helmet, Veteran 15 shoulders, and then I'm using 5-piece Kagrenax Hope. Some pieces are Veteran 16, one's 15. And on my sword and shield, I'm using both sword and shield. So I'm using one set that's 2 Torok packs for spell damage. And then my backup set is the End, which gives me extra health. Now you could use something else, you could use something better. That would probably give you something for Magicka. But I like getting the extra health bonus. I use max food so I can get extra health. I have the Emperorship bonus in this campaign right now, so that's giving me more health. Normally I'd have about 35,000, but 37,000 is a lot of health. And we're using 5-piece light, 2-piece heavy. Am I using 2-piece heavy? Yeah, I'm using 2-piece heavy. So I'm using 2 heavy pieces and 5 light pieces. The reason I'm not doing 5 light, 2 heavy is because... No, the reason I'm not doing 5 heavy, 2 light is because your armor penetration, your spell penetration will be way too low. You won't be doing enough damage. Your Magicka skills will become too expensive. It won't be good for you. So for the skills, on our back bar, which is our tanking bar, our buff bar, we have Structured Entropy. This gives us 8% extra health and it gives us our spell damage buff. Proximity Detonation, which is good AoE. Coagulating Blood, Volatile Armor, Igneous Shield, and Ferocious Sleep for a cheap ultimate to get some stats back. On the DPS bar we got Choking Talons. This is good, it reduces their damage. Flame Lash, a good damage. You also get a free cast if they're stunned. That's good, it heals you a little bit as well. Reflective Scale is a must. Deep Breath is our main heal, especially when you're fighting a lot of people. You use this, it does a lot of AoE damage, it heals you a lot. Invasion as a CC, you could switch it out for Petrify, but it's a gap closer, so that's why I use that. And then Shooting Star as your ultimate, your main damage. This is what you use on big groups of people. You'll finish a lot of people. Next we got the champion points. 75 into Elemental, 50 Elfborn, 30 Blessed, 2 Erosion, 21 Tumbling, 62 Arcanist, 75 Magician, 39 Recovery, 70 Hardy, 20 Elemental Defender, 20 because you don't take a lot of elemental damage in PvP, 5 into Physical Resist for light armor, 13 resistant, 2 spell shield, 9 block expertise. And that's about it. Yeah, so generally, your jewelries, you're gonna have all spell damage, all Magicka trait to get the max Magicka that you'll need for more damage. Your spell damage won't be too high, so this is dependent on groups. You'll be really tanky, you'll do decent damage. It's not really meant for 1v1s, but you'll be able to hold your own. With 37,000 health in the back bar, you'll be able to survive a long time even though you're wearing light armor. Make sure you always use Hardened Ward, because that's what gives you extra tankiness. Those resistances are not the highest, but with 37,000 health it's really high. So that's about it for the Magicka Dragonknight build. Test it out and let me know if you like it.